No, I don't want.
I don't want this interview to end with Kenny on the ground looking up at me. Are you all set?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. It's here. It's on. Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah.
It happened here in Nevada. It happened in Missouri, too.
Yes, sir.
But this has got to be a thrill for you because you've been out here a long time and you've been successful. I think in wins and losses and whatever, we were talking maybe Emmanuel Stewart might have just a few more than you, but I mean, you put up some major numbers.
Oh, very much so. At one time, 89 through a couple of years, I had 22 straight championship fights without losing one. So it was real good. It was a good run, good run. And, I had some tremendous fighters, and I must say most of those guys came from the Army with me, guys I had trained in the military, had come to the Olympics, gold medalists, and on to professional winning another gold medal, so that was very, very important. And also I could interject and say, in that meantime, I got another gold medal for working with a guy named Ron Gerard on the straightjab.com, which is one of the greatest radio shows in boxing. Really like to bring it back.
Well, we get somebody to put some money behind this, baby, and we're going straight to the top again. We're going to do it again. But it was always a pleasure doing that show with you, and I'll tell you, even though I had to carry you for quite some time,
appreciate that.
it still went over very well with the people. But let me ask you about your style. You're known as a red ass, a hard ass, man.
Yes,
and you don't sugarcoat anything. And I think sometimes maybe that it doesn't fit in. It's not politically correct sometimes, but you don't care.
No, you're correct. I try to strive in doing things such as my lifetime. That's why I spent 30 years in the military, knowing that it would clear my life as far as me being mellowed out and doing what I wanted to do. But I've always been a kind of a hardcore disciplinarian. I'm a former drill instructor, for drill sergeant, and so stay alert, stay alive. That's what it's all about. And boxing carries the same thing. In order to stay alert, stay alive, this time you say win a championship. And to win it, you got to keep doing the right things in order to keep that belt around your waist,
Well, you were a Vietnam vet, combat veteran. You've seen it all, man, in your career. I mean, you brought some of that with you too as a trainer.
Yeah, yes, I did. Discipline is one of the key things. Esprit de corps, morale, all these different things you brought about, and that's the thing about being motivated, and you got to motivate fighters sometimes. Psychology goes a long way. You have to do it. Maybe mine doesn't always work as it should, because I got that thing of my way or the highway, and I don't really mean it like that, but in some ways I do.
Well, I know you do. I was going to bring that up. I know you're saying the right thing, but you always do the right thing. And was 1988 a magic year? Is that like one of the major points in your life as a coach with the Olympic team? I mean, that was a magical time for you.
Well, I think that was a magical time, but but a lot of people forget I was also assistant coach for the '84 Olympic team, which I don't think I'd get much or hardly much credit at all, but if you ever talk to those fighters, Pernell Whitaker and them, they're coming in here next week. I'm the guy that helped the mitts, wrap their hands, and trained most of those guys during the '84 Olympics. They won 9 gold, 1 silver, 1 bronze. We got 3 gold, 3 silver, 2 bronze in the '88 team when we should have had 5 golds, 2 silver, and 1 bronze. So once again, did well. Proud of myself. But all this is not possible, as you know. Without Margie, you wouldn't be what you were. Without Claudia, I wouldn't be where I was. So all these things, we got a helping hand. We got somebody that lifts us up and pushes us in the right direction.
Well, they say marriage is an institution, and I always say, who the hell wants to live in an institution, right?
But it's a good institution, though. So,
well, yours is, I know.
Yours
so is mine.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Kenny, we appreciate all you've done, and you're still active. You're still at it. You got the hunger, baby.
Yes, sir. I definitely have the hunger. I'm ready to roll. Like I said, I got two from Ghana. I hope to be getting in here shortly. They're 14-0, 14 knockouts, 2 brothers, Samir brothers. You're going to hear from them. and I got a Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican. I have a Cuban kid, 6 foot tall, 130 pounder, is 5-0 with 4 knockouts. Sharif Bulgari, I've been had a while. He's 27-1 with 19 knockouts, and boy, we're just looking for something for him.
Well, we're looking for something for you. I'm going to be there in July when you're officially inducted. I want to hear this induction speech. This is going to be something to behold.
It's going to be pretty good. It's going to be pretty good. I've already written it.
All right. Did you? Well, you practice, man.
I've been holding that for a long time.
I appreciate it. Kenny Adams, the coach, right here, baby.
You know, they say free at last, free at last. God Almighty, we're free at last.
I'm not going to say anything. That's it. Thank you.